Hi, my name is Nick Grainge from Elite Outdoor Fitness. Today we're going to talk about fitness and how you progress in fitness overall. You've obviously got the components of physical fitness, which we've mentioned in previous blogs, and Elite Outdoor Fitness are primarily, we take an athlete or a novice to a certain extent and look at their body composition, their past experiences, and what their goals are for their fitness goals. And if they want to be a fast 5K runner, for example, then potentially one rep squatting or deadlifting isn't really going to be of any benefit to them. But on the other hand, you know, if you've got somebody that wants to increase their power and their stamina on hill sessions or become a good adventure racer, then it may well be that we need to put in some body weight or resistance style training to increase their capacity at a muscular endurance and strength kind of level. So the point that I'm making is that we find that all the components of physical fitness are all encompassing, and there should be kind of a tick of the box of all of those to a certain extent, but all at different levels as well, depending on what you want to achieve. And that really kind of like bounds into what makes us fit and what makes us strong. I've been very capable and successful in my my career path, that have been very physical to a certain extent, and have like relied on like physical and mental resilience to a certain extent, and also kind of in some of the events that I've won or been successful at as well, I've kind of relied on the way that I train. And if I could use as an example to probably make it a bit clearer in layman's terms on here, if we carried out a 12-week program and you were facilitating change at all different levels, for example, long slow distance 65 to 75%, efficiency 75 to 82%, and lactate threshold 82 to 88%, just using those as comparables, and that percentage is percentage of your maximum heart rate, for example. If we were, for example, to use the lactate threshold session of 82 to 88% over a 12-week period, it would be a suggestion of mine, based on your experience and the level of fitness you come into it, is that you spend majority of the first third of the 12-week period, i.e. Between zero, start point, day 1, week 1, to week 4, the end of week 4, at a level of around about averaging the 82 to 88% mark of your lactate threshold sessions, averaging closer from 82, maybe up into 85%. And the middle section of between day 1, week 1 of week 5 to week 8 of the 12-week program, then closer towards the 85%, and then crossing over into the 86 and 88% marker. And then as you carry forward to the latter stages of a 12-week period, and for example you might be racing or whatever in your 13th week, then the third part of that group, week 9 to 12, predominantly will be kind of based on the 86 to 88%, and even tipping over the 88% to a certain extent. Now, that's very important in a lot of ways, in that you're increasing your intensity. Working 88% is extremely demanding, but it doesn't necessarily actually have to be that demanding if you've been working at 82, 84, 86, 88% over an extended period of time, because your body actually gets quite resilient and used to working and building capacity to work in those zones. And the point that I'm trying to make is that when you start your fitness journey and you're expected to work, a normal coach might tell you, yeah, work on a threshold between 82 and 88%. For a lot of people, it's actually almost impossible to get their heart rate to work for an extended period of time, let's say 4, 10, 12 minutes at 88%, because they do not have the capacity at that time. And it's a progression that you need to take to build up to be able to allow your body to work at that level. And so that's why it is a progression. So don't expect, or do not have the expectations that you can work at a high level intensity, because you'll either come unstuck, you get exhausted, or you're overtrained and you'll get injured. So use it at full progression. If you're working in the LSD range of 65 to 75%, at the beginning phases you'll be working closer to the 65%, and the middle phases the 70%, and towards the latter part your LSDs will be encompassing like around about the 75% mark. The feeling that you'll be having when you're working at 75% will be the same type of feeling and deficit that you might feel as you were working for 6 miles at 65%, but now you're working at 14 miles at 75%, because it's a progression that your body takes by increasing your lactate threshold and increasing your VO2 max, which allows you to feel more comfortable at being uncomfortable. And it's almost like a cap that your body gives yourself. So progression, take it on board and understand exactly what progression is. This is just an introductory video to get you to establish the basics of that progression and how, you know, for some people it's almost impossible to go out and run at 85% for a period of time, even though the plan stipulates 82 to 88%. It's a progression, and if you progress correctly and understand the fundamentals of progression by listening to other audio and video blogs within the Elite Outdoor Fitness website, then you'll have a better understanding of how your body is building capacity and how it's going to progress through the phases. I hope this has been useful, and it makes it a little bit clearer. It is quite a complicated set of disciplines, really, working at intensity and the intensity minutes that you're supposed to be building up to kind of maximize load, and so it is quite comprehensive in its form, and so I hope it makes it a little bit clearer. Thanks for listening, and chat soon.